Guys, I'm an idiot. Allow me to explain the series of events I've just been through, okay? I spent 1 million glimmer on this god roll. Now you may be wondering, what is the god roll? Oh, that's a great question, Billy. Well, the answer is the roundy throwing knife. Now you may be thinking before you assume I'm on crack, but I assure you I am not. Today, small backstory first, the roundy throwing knife in Crucible is a fantastic scout rifle. I have a Discord cascade roll that I've used for a long time now, and it is fantastic in every piece of content. Trials, Iron Banner, everything, comp, everything. I guess that literally is everything, but still. So I will not take or accept any slander to do with the scout rifle when it comes to Crucible. PvE? Firstly, I'm a twat. And yes, I really did spend 1 million glimmer. I am out of those blue token things that we spent all our legendary shards on. They're gone now from my vault because of this weapon. This weapon! The roll that I spent 1 million glimmer on is Under Over and Kinetic Tremors. Now, Kinetic Tremors, that's fine. That's a very high-end perk in every bit of content, right? Kinetic Tremors is already solid, but my whole idea was use the tech set armor piece, the 4 set, to have both Wrecker and concussive rounds, so I deal significantly increased kinetic damage to shields, and the 4P set obviously is concussive rounds. Every time I defeat a powerful combatant, so a yellow bar or more, or break a shield, I get a mini kinetic tremors wave of a damage, you know what I mean? So that paired with kinetic tremors, I thought would be a lot of fun. On top of the fact that the 2P set of hitting harder against shields and having under over, which if you don't know, under over increases damage with over shields and also shields, combine that together, it starts to become pretty interesting. And we're talking about breaking an anti-barriers champion shield in one hit. One simple bullet and that's it. And I do understand that the role of the champion in PvE has taken slightly a backseat these days, especially with the new portal system and how difficulty works. So they're not completely out of the way, but there's no more platinum, there's no more gold tier stuff, so you don't have to kill every single one. But I still thought that was cool. Doesn't just have to be champions though. The main thing I was truly thinking of was having the tech set 4-piece with this particular role with Randy's throwing knife and running an activity with match game on. Now of course match game means you need to match the shields, otherwise you're hardly hitting anything on their shields or whatever element there are. I thought already I hit so hard on shields that combine this with match game, that'll be a real test. Under over plus the 2-piece set, plus the kinetic tremors extra on top of the shield break, plus kinetic tremors on the kill, I thought this could be something. So I tried it, and as always, I loaded up Devil's Ruin. It's not Devil's Ruin, shit, I meant Devil's Lair. Are there other activities that are easier to sort of have a big cluster of enemies to test weapons and test builds with? Yes. I don't care. It's fun. And you know what? The result is, it's okay. I ran it on Master, which is very viable. I've not yet hit 300, bear in mind. I can do Grandmasters fine, and I did try match game on Grandmaster on the Devil's Lair, and again, it was still fine, but at that point, I was starting to feel like this is kind of pointless. Any other build at this point, if I was just solo, would be doing better than this. So as niche and cool as it is, and viable, it's not ideal, and it doesn't have to be match game, by the way. I was just using match game as an example of how hard it hit on shields, and it was doing fine. So non-match game, yeah, oh, you're set. Oh yeah, also, on Grandmaster difficulty, I went against an anti-barrier champion to test it, and it breaks shield in 2 bullets. That's reasonable. Come on, agree with me. And it's also 1 bullet if you have Radiant, it's 1 bullet if you have any kinetic weapon surge. Just saying. It's kind of cool. So that idea went into the bin. Cool idea though. In master content, this is fine. And if you have this role, use it. Use the tech set with it. Let me know what you think. Not just champions, any shields, remember. But I was desperate at this point. I love the tech sec armor set so much. I needed to make something with it, a kinetic weapon that stood out, relive its glory days maybe, and then it hit me. And I died. But I also remembered a particular weapon that most people, of course, are quite familiar with, and that is the Osteo Striga, a lovely, wonderful weapon from the Witch Queen era. Half the point of this wonderful weapon is it spreads poison. It's a very good and very fun PvE weapon. Not quite meta anymore, but the main thing here, again, kinetic weapon damage, and that's what this gives. So I thought, perfect! Here's the build that I thought of. Forget 1 million glimmer. This is what I thought of, okay? Tech sec. 4 pieces of armor, okay? So you deal way more damage to shields. Obviously, when you get a kill, mini kinetic tremors. For the Titan exotic, we are running Peacekeepers. Already a fantastic exotic for SMGs. The longer your SMG fire is on a target, the higher the damage goes. And that also applies for the spread of poison that the Striga gives. So think about that. Massive damage poison. Big time. Hitting really hard against shields. Triple kinetic weapon surge. 2 time dilation activation on the Titan mark, kinetic siphon to make the orb. Perfect. So I had that set up, and my next idea was, shit, what am I going to do about surviving? It doesn't matter what horde of enemies I'm going against. I'm just going to die really fast because I have no form of healing. My exotic is in the Peacekeeper and I'm using Striga. There's no... best, I can get kills with a Striga, have kinetic siphon on and pick up an orb for health. That's the best I can do. That blows. So my solution to that, and this is the best I could think of, if anyone can improve this, let me know, because as always, you guys know, I miss the most obvious and blatant things in front of my face, but let me know, okay? I'm on the Void subclass. I have Echo Starvation on, so when I pick up a Void Breach or an Orb of Power, I get Devour, okay? Easy enough. Kinetic Siphon on, I can get 2 kills easily. That will give me an orb, and then if I'm in a room of bad guys, all I need to do to keep the Devour going, to keep the regenning, is getting kills. And kills should be fine. And my goodness, were kills fine. Other fragments I ran, Echo of Vigilance, so I get a little bit more of an overshield if I'm ever low health. Echo of Persistence, so I can extend that Devour for as long as possible, so I believe 15 seconds instead of 10? I think that's right. And Echo of Leeching, I don't know if that's ideal, but either way, that's what I threw on. I went back into Devil's Lair, and oh my god, it's so much fun. This is it. This is my magnum opus of dumb shit. I'm gonna find out that someone's already made a video about this sort of loadout. I don't care. I'm proud of this one, okay? It's fucking sick. It works so well. And also, the SMG has overload, so champions, in terms of that, the overloads are fine. I've got the Battler on. I threw on Battler just in case we have anti-barriers, which we occasionally did. Fine. Battered through those shields. Easy. Please understand, this is what it's all about. Shooting an endless horde of bad guys and getting healing, and the poison spreading everywhere, and the kinetic tremors waves, bang! If you're getting like surrounded suddenly, no problem. You got the poison, you're the kinetic tremor little wave thing, you're breaking shields really easily. And by the way, the gameplay you're watching, it's been a mix of Master and Grandmaster. You know what, Grandmaster? I did fine. I died very occasionally when I ran out of bad guys and I timed my Devour all wrong. But listen, if I had the Devour up, I was fine. This is so much fun, and I heavily advise if you have a Titan with all this stuff going, just give it a try. Real basic. I will put a dim link in the description just in case you're interested, but either way, this is what I've been using recently, and my god, it's so much fun. And again though, the question begs, is it efficient? No. However, in the end, the 1 million glimmer investment into the Randy's throwing knife was not in vain. In fact, it was a journey. It was a journey upon me stumbling upon this wonderful build. The build about endlessly killing hordes of enemies and probably annoying your teammates from hogging all of the kills. And your teammates will probably be wondering, wow, what a shithead that guy is. But you won't care. You don't care. You're simply in your element, unbothered, in the zone, endless Devour, the Striga, poisoning all of your enemies, the kinetic tremors, kinetic tremoring, the endless waves of ads. They stand no chance against you. And that, on top of all the lessons I learned, that is worth so much more than 1 million glimmer. That, my friends, is priceless. Where the fuck am I going with this? Thank you for watching, you lovely people. Thank you for watching my last 2 videos as well. I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. This has been my 3rd PvE video in a row. So I'm sorry, I think. You know how it goes. I love your faces very much. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new. We're about to hit 88,000 subscribers, so thank you very much. I love your faces. Follow me on Twitch as well. I'll be streaming a lot more. It'll be an absolute mess. Check it out. But apart from that, apart from all that aside, I love your faces very much. And until next time, wherever you are in the world, have a lovely rest of your day. And of course, take care.